Over the course of your lifetime, you will eat more than 28,000 kilograms of food. To put that into perspective, that is the weight of 6 African elephants passing through your body. Every scrap of that food travels through a twisting 9-meter tube involving 10 organs and an army of enzymes. When this system works, you have energy, clear skin, and a flat stomach. But when it breaks, and for most of us it is broken, you get bloating, gas, and fatigue. The problem is, most of us treat digestion like a black box. We put food in the top and we hope for the best at the bottom. We don't understand the machinery in the middle. Today, we are going to open the black box. We are going to walk through the 5 stations of digestion. We will show you exactly where the assembly line is jamming in your body and how to fix it. Welcome back to Better Inside Daily. If you're ready to master your metabolism, hit subscribe and the bell icon right now. The digestive process doesn't begin in your stomach. It starts before the food even hits your tongue. It starts with station number 1, the gatekeeper. When you look at a steak or smell fresh bread, your brain signals your salivary glands to wake up. They pump out about 1.5 liters of saliva every day. This isn't just water. Saliva is a chemical cocktail containing amylase, an enzyme designed to break down starches instantly. Here is where 90% of people fail. We inhale our food. We eat while driving, working, or scrolling. If you chew 3 times and swallow, that amylase never gets a chance to work. You are sending huge, unchewed chunks of starch down your esophagus. Your stomach does not have teeth. It cannot chew for you. If you skip this step, you are forcing your stomach to do a job it wasn't designed for. This undigested starch hits the small intestine later on and ferments, causing massive gas and post-meal bloating. The fix is simple but requires discipline. You need to chew your food until it becomes a bolus, a smooth, moist lump. The goal is 20 to 30 chews per bite. It sounds tedious, but this signals the rest of the assembly line to prepare for arrival. Once you swallow, the food lands in station number 2, the acid bath. Think of the stomach as a cement mixer. It pounds the food into a liquid called chyme, but the real magic is chemical. Your stomach lining secretes hydrochloric acid. This acid bath serves 2 critical purposes. First, it sterilizes your food, killing bacteria and viruses. Second, it unravels complex proteins into amino acids so your body can use them. The failure point here is one of the biggest myths in medicine. Most people think they have high stomach acid because they get heartburn. In reality, most people suffer from low stomach acid. There is a valve at the top of your stomach. This valve is pH sensitive. It is designed to snap shut only when it detects strong acid. If your stomach acid is weak due to stress or age, the valve stays partially open. This allows the weak acid to splash up and burn your throat. Worse, without strong acid, you cannot sterilize your food. This allows bacteria to survive and pass into your intestines, leading to infections like SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. The fix is to stop diluting your acid. Stop drinking large amounts of water during your meals. Drink your water 30 minutes before you eat. If you struggle with digesting meat, consider using apple cider vinegar before meals to lower the pH of your stomach and prime the pump. After 3 hours, the food enters station number 3, the chemical plant. This is the first section of the small intestine. 3 organs work in unison here. The liver produces bile. The gallbladder shoots that bile into the intestine like a detergent, and the pancreas sprays enzymes to break down everything else. The failure point at this station is almost always the gallbladder. Bile is essential. It emulsifies fats, turning grease into tiny droplets that can be absorbed. If you have a sluggish gallbladder, your bile becomes thick and sticky. This means you cannot digest healthy fats. You can eat all the avocados and salmon you want, but you won't absorb them. You will end up deficient in fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A and D. Physically, this manifests manifests as nausea after fatty meals and greasy floating stools. The fix is to incorporate bitter foods into your diet. Foods like arugula, ginger, or dark chocolate. Bitters stimulate the vagus nerve, which tells the gallbladder to squeeze and release that bile. Think of bitters as the on switch for your chemical plant. Now, the food enters the main event. Station number 4, the absorption zone. This is the small intestine. This tube is 22 feet long. The walls are covered in millions of tiny fingers called villi. These fingers grab nutrients and pull them into your bloodstream. This is where leaky gut happens. Inflammatory foods like gluten and seed oils damage these villi. They blunt the fingers, making them ineffective. Even worse, the tight junctions between the cells break open. Instead of absorbing nutrients, large food particles and toxins leak into your blood. Your immune system attacks them, creating systemic inflammation. This is why you feel brain fog or joint pain after eating. But there is another failure point here: the cleaning schedule. Your small intestine has a self-cleaning cycle called the Migrating Motor Complex, or MMC. It is a wave of muscle contractions that sweeps the tube clean, pushing bacteria into the colon. But here is the catch: the MMC only runs when you are fasting. It takes about 90 minutes to engage after your stomach is empty. If you are a chronic snacker, if you eat breakfast, then a snack, then lunch, the cleaning crew never comes out. The food sits there and ferments. That growling sound you hear when you haven't eaten, that isn't hunger. That is the MMC cleaning your house. The fix is to give your small intestine a break. Stop grazing. Leave at least 4 hours between meals to allow the migrating motor complex to sweep your system clean. Finally, whatever is left enters station number 5, the fermentation tank. This is the colon, the domain of the microbiome. Trillions of bacteria live here. They eat the fiber you couldn't digest. In exchange, they produce vitamins and short-chain fatty acids that heal your gut lining. The colon's job is to suck the water out of the waste, turning liquid into solid stool. This station fails in 2 ways. First is constipation. If the waste sits too long, the colon sucks too much water out, creating hard rocks. Second is dysbiosis. This means you have the wrong bacteria. If you eat sugar and processed food, you feed the bad bugs. They produce gas and toxins instead of vitamins. This leads to diarrhea and urgency. The fix is to feed the good guys. This means eating prebiotic fiber, foods like garlic, onions, and bananas. These fibers are fertilizer for your healthy bacteria, but you also need hydration. Remember, the colon is stealing water. If you are dehydrated, it will steal every drop from your stool, causing constipation. Aim for pale yellow urine to ensure your colon has enough fluid to keep things moving. So, let's recap the perfect digestive day. At station 1, you chew your food 30 times to activate enzymes. At station 2, you avoid drinking water during meals to keep your acid strong. At station 3, you eat bitter greens to flush your bile. At station 4, you stop snacking and leave 4 hours between meals to let the cleaning wave run. And at station 5, you eat prebiotic fiber and stay hydrated to feed your microbiome. The digestive system is resilient. It wants to work for you. You just have to stop jamming the gears. If you want a step-by-step guide to fixing stations 4 and 5, specifically repairing leaky gut, you need a plan. That is why we created the 7-day gut reset blueprint. It includes the meal spacing schedule for the migrating motor complex and the exact foods to repair your villi. It is completely free. Click the link in the description to download it right now. Your body is not a black box. It is a machine, and you are the operator. Treat it with respect, and it will give you the energy you deserve. I want to know, which station do you think is broken in your body? Is it the stomach acid, or is it the snacking in the small intestine? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to know exactly what your output is telling you about station 5, you need to watch this video next. 12 things your stool says about your gut health. Click right here, and I will see you there.